Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. This is album review number 2, and we are going to talk about Scenes from the Afterlife by Mutilated by Zombies, released yesterday, March 8th, through Redefining Darkness Records. So really quickly, sort of what I want to get into is I'm just going to talk a little bit about the band, like just each member, where it was recorded, and the formation and all that jazz. I'm going to go back and I'm going to bring up a couple other previous releases. So they have 5 releases total, 4 full lengths and 1 EP. Now, the members of this band are guitarist and vocalist Josh DeMuth, bass Jason Guler, and drums are Greg Mueller. So hopefully I pronounced those names correctly, because sometimes I do make the odd boo-boo. Formed in 2008 in Dubuque, Iowa, these guys have been making some nasty, filthy death metal. That is extremely exquisite, by the way. They have some previous releases out. As I said, there's the 5 releases, 4 full lengths. And so the thing about the band members, first of all, Jason and Josh have been around since 2008, and Greg showed up in 2009, and they haven't had any members changes since. Going to the discography, we have Better Off a Corpse, that was released 2012. We have Somatics of Death, which is the other full length, that was released in 2015. We have Decimated Sentence, which is their EP, released in 2015 as well. We also have Scripts of Anguish, the 3rd full length, in 2018. And yeah, of course, yesterday, Scenes from the Afterlife. So the thing about Scenes from the Afterlife, with crushing tracks starting off with Head Count Rising, Reciprocal Horror, my favorite, Molten, Decontamination, Gut Split, Eternal Hour, Reincarnate, Severely Severed, I almost said Severed Survival because Autopsy, Behold the Demigod. So with that, this album was recorded at Room of the Mutilated, and that's ROMB because Cannibal. And I'm going to make another Cannibal reference later because mix and master by J.B. Vanderwall, artwork by Carl Dahmer. Not really sure if he's any relation to Jeff, but that's cool if it would be. Layout by Nestor Carrera. All songs and lyrics written by the Mutilated Zombies. So let's look at this here, okay? They've maintained this consistency with their releases, and it's what I call a brand of big ol' fuck you, face smashing with a hammer death metal. The vocals are guttural, but there's enough of an undertone where you could almost hear what he's saying. Because it's clear, you really do get this sort of sense of like it's old school death metal, but it's a modernized version, as a lot of bands are these days. And having clearer-ish vocals does make it for a slightly better slightly better listening enjoyment. Not that some bands aren't bad, because they're not, but you know, the guitarists and the drums are really up in the forefront. They sit very well in the mix, which is good, and that's what you want to have. The one thing I absolutely have been gushing about with this record is the bass. These parts are well written. They are well performed. It's very clear. It's extremely audible, and you can almost kind of pick out certain notes within. I personally can't, but I do know that a buddy of mine's like, yeah, there's this and this and this and this and this and this, because of how well it sits in the mix. The thing about most metal bands is you can't really tell where the bass is. You can't really... It's almost like you can't hear the bass. And Justice for All. Because I'm a bass player, I tend to focus on that when I listen to death metal. Simply because of the fact that the big parts of death metal is the bass and the drums. If they're interlocked tightly and the groove is there and everything is audible and it sounds crushing, isn't that what we all want in our death metal? These guys are technical, but there's some caveman parts in there that I really love. It's not like they're you know, their label mates in Overthrow. They're death metal, but there's enough groove. There's enough, how do I say this? There's enough groove, there's enough caveman, and there's enough tech in there to really make it far more listenable for me. Because the one thing I always say, I'm not a tech death guy. I respect the absolute fuck out of it because of what it is. I am a caveman and I like groove. But that's the best part about what Mutilated by Zombies do. They have enough of the caveman, enough of the technicality, and the groove to really make me go, ah, I love this. I don't hate this. This is fucking excellent. Clear bass, drums and guitars mixed perfectly, vocals sitting in there nicely, and everything, all of that just sits nice and tight in a mix. To me, that's fucking perfect. That's what I love about death metal, and that's what I love about this record. And what I do find with this record, along with Overthrow, and the other releases that Redefining Darkness Records has, every release that they put out is fucking flawless. It's almost too perfect for my eyes. Or my at least the artwork is fucking real and not AI, right? That's for another story for another day. Carl Dahmer does some amazing fucking art. Let me see if I can actually pull this goofy artwork up and then I actually don't decided to stop the video like I did earlier because, you know, I'm brilliant and I'm fucking East Coast Canadian. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay. Come with me on a journey. Look at this stupid thing. Look at it. And, of course, as you guys all know, my camera skills are horrible. It's because I don't edit these things, because I don't have the patience to edit. I'm lucky if I have the patience to do a damn review. Anyways, Scenes from the Afterlife, Mutilated by Zombies. Now, I normally would give it a score out of 5, but I'm not going to do about it. If I love it, I gush about it. If I don't like it, I'm just going to tell you straight up, I don't like it. It's always nice to know that I have the ability to receive emails from Redefining Darkness about when new releases are coming up, because to me, I can get excited more and more and more about one of my favorite record labels. I'm hoping to start doing a few more reviews from another label or two, but I gotta have a discussion with one of them, but that's here nor there. This album is awesome. If you love death metal, if you love your death metal with groove, tech, and caveman, I suggest you check these guys out. They're on Bandcamp. Severely Severed is on the majors, but not the rest of the record. So if you really want to listen to it, they have a 12-inch vinyl out. Let's see here. I'm actually going to go through this because I hadn't planned to do this, but they had a pre-order for this, but it's out now. You should be able to just kind of pick it up. They have a 12-inch vinyl, 200 of 200. There's 100 Oxblood and 100 Milky Clear. So those are going to be done for April, May. Those are going to be estimated at that point. They are $24.99 USD. Of course, you guys could always go look at this on the fucking Bandcamp, but why don't I just tell you? I'm sitting right here. Why not? And you can pre-order the CD. That's going to be $11.99 USD. Of course, that's going to be estimated to be around March, April 2024. And of course, you can buy the digital album for $6.66 US because metal is fuck, and the devil, which that's another topic I won't get into. But anyways, guys, I really love the fuck out of this record. I think it's an amazing record. I don't know why it took me till today to do it. I should have had this done on Monday, but you know, weather sucks and I sort of hate life. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys stick around for more content. Probably won't have my other album review out till tomorrow. And that's going to be a good one. And I know people have been raving about it. The very first time I listened to it was on Friday. And it's fucking excellent. So I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.